But Kevin McCullar hit 3 enormous threes down the stretch. The knock on him coming into the season was whether or not he was going to be able to shoot. He was fantastic.
Well, dude, it's been the knock on him for 4 years, and it's valid. Mm-hmm. It's valid because Kevin McCullar is not a great shooter. But you know what he is? Mentally tough as shit. Mm-hmm. That's what Kevin McCullar is. So, again, you're in a tight game here. Hunter Dickinson really didn't do much in the second half. Give UConn a lot of credit. And the other guys just, honestly, like DeJuan Harris, he hasn't done much. He had 1 point last game. He had 3 points tonight. They get nothing out of their bench, Kansas. So they got to have somebody step up. And McCullar stepped up tonight and looked like, and I don't think he'll be a consistent number 2 option, but he certainly looked like it tonight to get a big win over UConn at home.
Yeah, I think we really need to have a conversation about what this Kansas team is right now in the way that we view them, because I feel like a lot of people have kind of written them off a little bit, right? The struggles that they had in that game against Marquette, the fact that they did not look great playing in that same building against Eastern Illinois where they beat UConn tonight in Fog Allen Fieldhouse. But we're sitting here right now on December 1st. It's still December 1st. It's not past midnight yet. And they have wins over UConn. They have a win over Tennessee. And they have a win on a neutral court over Kentucky. Yeah. I don't know how many teams in college basketball have 3 wins better than that. And look, I know.
Without shooting, other than Hunter, he's the only one. I mean, again, McCullar made some tonight.
Well, that's what scares me about this group, right, is that we know what KJ Adams is. We know what Kevin McCullar is. We know what DeJuan Harris is. We know what Hunter Dickinson is. We know all 4 of those guys, the way that they are playing, can fill a role on a team that, I'm going to be honest, can win a national championship. What they need is a guy in that spot that is kind of the 2, the wing, the shooter, whatever you want to phrase it, right? You got Marco Jackson. He hasn't looked like he's quite ready yet. No. Johnny Furphy made a couple threes tonight.
He did.
Hasn't looked like he's quite ready defensively. Nick Timberlake, I want him to do well, man. No, he just does not look like he is ready for this moment.
Played 2 minutes tonight.
Jamari McDowell, he was good in the minutes that he played in the Maui Invitational. I don't know if he actually knows what is going on right now. So I'm very much in on this Kansas team, big picture, long term, because, look, I trust Bill Self to find a way to figure out that one spot.
Everybody does.
I think he's going to get it done.
Here's the thing with Kansas. I think it's got to be Hunter consistently. Their defense has got to be what stays with them. And the defense is going to be what gets into a Final Four. And then you've got Hunter Dickinson as the guy. And then it kind of changes after that, right? One night it's going to be DeJuan Harris. One night it's going to be Kevin McCullar like it was tonight. KJ Adams is capable. He does it differently, but he's capable of going for 12, 15 points. It's kind of just one of those things where, again, around Hunter, there's going to be enough guys that can kind of produce. They've got to be consistent.
Mm-hmm. We are live right now, Field of 68 After Dark. We're live on Stadium. We are live on our YouTube channel. We are live over on X, and we are currently breaking down the win for the number 4. Actually, it was the number 5 Kansas Jayhawks over number 4 UConn, 69-65. 21 points for Kevin McCullar, 18 points for KJ Adams, who was terrific. 15 points for Hunter Dickinson, who was really good in the first half. Wasn't as good in the second half. I thought we saw the best of Donovan Clingan defensively in the second half. After seeing this game tonight, you got to put all your chips. You got to take all your money. You got to say, I'm going to take my mortgage. I'm going to put it on one of these 2 teams to go farther in the NCAA tournament. Who would it be?
Oh, man. Well, here's the caveat to it. I need to see more out of Castle. I need to see Castle. I saw him in the preseason, saw him a little bit at the beginning of the year. He's obviously a high-level talent and something they need athletically.
There's
on both
2 things that he
court.
provides. 1, he's going to be their best on-ball defender.
Yeah.
2, he's going to be versatile enough. He can guard point guards. He can also
handle
guard a guy like Kevin McCullar who didn't have
and he can handle the ball a little bit.
And he can get to the basket
part.
and break.
Yeah.
What they don't have right now is a guy that can create offense when you don't create it out of the sets that Danny Hurley
Yeah,
gets.
I would say, personnel-wise, I think I like UConn. But I still say, I'm never going to bet against Bill Self when it's close. Well, and Danny Hurley's a hell of a coach, but he ain't Bill Self.
I love Bill Self. I love Bill Self, and I think that Kansas is still a top 3 to 5 team in America. But I'm taking UConn in this situation.
Of course.
No biases.
Of course
Goodman,
you are.
No got biases.